Okay, so this next situation is open-ended credit. And if you've noticed on your credit card before, you don't usually have to pay interest on that month if you don't make the full payment. So it kind of lags. The charges of interest usually lag by 1 month. And hopefully that makes sense in just a second. So if we're trying to find a situation where she has an unpaid balance of $846.50, and then she purchases the next month $532, and she makes a payment of $350, she will not have an interest charge on this difference right there. Okay, she will only have an interest charge on this original unpaid balance right there, which is kind of a hard thing to deal with. So hopefully this can make some sense in just a second. So the interest that they're talking about is $2, or sorry, 2% on the previous, on that previous month. Okay. So what we want to see here is that if you do 532.86 minus 350, which I know is kind of poorly done right there. So 532, because we're looking for the unpaid balance. If you subtract 350 off of that, you end up with 182.86. Okay. So her total unpaid balance, is going to be 1,029.36. Okay. And because I'm adding the $182 plus that previous month's unpaid balance. I could have subtracted 350 off of this situation, 846.50, but it wouldn't have actually mattered. Okay, so she has a total unpaid balance of 1,029.36. Okay, so the question is, we're just trying to find the finance charge and the balance on February 1st. So the finance charge is going to come from a 2%. So 1.02. I could have multiplied by 0.2 and it would have told me how much uh, interest she had to pay. But if I do 1.02 times the unpaid balance, okay, and then I add it to the new unpaid balance, that's going to give her her total um, her total balance right here of 1,046.29. Okay. So that's how much she now owes the credit card company for being 846 in the hole that previous month. Okay. This 182 is not getting any interest yet until March 1st if she were to not pay on it then. So the finance charge, okay, is she's paying. I kind of made it a little bit more difficult there. I could have just done 846 times 0.2. I wouldn't have had to subtract off the 846 right there. So 2% of that 846 should be 1693. So again, that finance charge is going to be just that $16.93. And so for that total balance, okay. Also, if you're curious what this question is, why not 2% on unpaid $182.86? That's because it's not that following month yet. Okay. And so that total balance is going to come from the 846.50 plus the 182.86, and then plus that 1693, and that should equal what we already calculated up there, the 1,046.29. So if you think this way is technically less work, but you kind of have to be clever to see it as 1.02. The 1.02 is counted by the 846.50 and the 1693 right there. I know that was a lot, pretty wordy. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email.